Book. Reading book. Is this shit on backwards? No, I think I just have a hat on, so it feels weird. Okay. We're reading chapter 6 today. This mic always feels weird. I think it feels weird because when I see it in the camera, like the whole motherfucker sideways, so my whole monitor is sideways. And, yeah, my hands are awful. They're literally rotting apart. Actually, that's not even the worst one. This one is, it's so hard to see. But literally, like, my skin is peeling off. You can kind of see it slightly there. You can see a little more there. It's so hard to get with the lighting. But you can, yeah, you see the red spots? It's like basically athlete's foot on my hand. And it is awful. Is awful. I've been using stuff, this like lotion shit, antifungal, whatever. Not working super well, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is, and it's awful, and it sucks, and my health is going downhill. It's so epic. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. Chapter 6, 11:30 hours. March 9th, 2525. Epsilon Eridani System. Office of Naval Intelligence Medical Facility, in orbit around Planet Reach. I want that transmission decoded now, Dr. Halsey snapped at Deja. The encryption scheme is extremely complex, replied Deja, with a hint of irritation in her normally glass-smooth voice. I don't even know why they bothered. Who else but Beta 5 Division even has the resources to use this data? Spare me the banter, Deja. I'm not in the mood. Just concentrate on the decryption. Yes, Doctor. Dr. Halsey paced across the antiseptic white tile of the observation room. One side of the room was filled with... God damn. Why am I illiterate? One side of the room was filled with floor-to-ceiling terminals that monitored the vital signs of the children. Test subjects, she corrected herself. They displayed drug uptake rates and winking green, blue, and red status indicators, EKGs, pulse rates, and 100 other pieces of medical data. The other side of the observation room overlooked dozens of translucent domes, windows into the surgical bays, on the level below. Each bay was a sealed environment staffed with the best surgeons and biotechnicians that the Office of Naval Intelligence could drum up. The bays had been scrubbed and irradiated, and were in the final preparation stages to receive and hold the special biohazardous materials. Done, Deja announced. The files await your inspection, Doctor. Dr. Halsey stopped her pacing and sat. On my glasses, please, Deja. Her glasses scanned retinal and brain patterns, and the security barrier of the file lifted. With a blink of her eyes, she opened the file. It read, United Nations Space Command Priority Transmission, 09872H-98. Encryption code read. Public key. File. Excised access Omega. From Admiral Isonorous? How do you say that? Isonorous Jeremiah. Isonorous Jeremiah. I'm going to say it's that. Chief Medical Officer, UNSC Research Station Hopeful. To Dr. Catherine Elizabeth Halsey, MD, PhD. Special Civilian Consultant. Civilian Identification Number 10141-026-SRB4695. Subject, mitigating factors and relative biological risks associated with queried experimental medical procedures. Classification, restricted. BGX, directive. Start file. Catherine, I am afraid further analysis has yielded no viable alternatives to mitigate the risks in your proposed hypothetical experimentation. I have, however, attached the synopsis of my team's findings as well as all relevant case studies. Perhaps you'll find them useful. I hope it is a hypothetical study. The use of bonobos in your proposal is troublesome. These animals are expensive and rare now since they are no longer bred in captivity. I would hate to see such valuable specimens wasted in some Section 3 project. Best, YJ. She winced at the veiled rebuke in the Admiral's communique. He had never approved of her decision to work with the Office of Naval Intelligence, and made his disappointment with his star pupil evident every time she visited Hopeful. It was hard enough to justify the morality of the course she was about to embark upon. Jeremiah's disapproval only made her decision more difficult. Dr. Halsey gritted her teeth and returned to the report. Synopsis of chemical biological risks. Warning: the following procedures are classified Level 3 experimental. Primate test subjects must be cleared through UNSC Quartermaster General Office Code OBF-34. Follow Gamma Code Biohazard Disposal Protocol. 1. Carbide ceramic ossification. Advanced material grafting on a skeletal structure to make bones virtually unbreakable. Recommended coverage not to exceed 3% total bone mass because significant white blood cell necrosis. Specific risk for pre and near postpubescent adolescents. Skeletal growth spurts may cause irreparable bone pulverization. See attached case studies. 2. Muscular enhancement injections. Protein complex is injected intramuscularly to increase tissue density and decrease lactase recovery time. Risk: 5% of test subjects experience a fatal cardiac volume increase. 3. Catalytic thyroid implant. Platinum pellet containing human growth hormone catalyst is implanted in the thyroid to boost growth of skeletal and muscle tissue. Risk: rare instances of elephantiasis. Suppress sexual drive. 4. Occipital capillary reversal. Submergence and boosted blood vessel flow beneath the rods and cones of subject's retina. Produces a marked visual perception increase. Risk: retinal rejection and detachment. Permanent blindness. See attached autopsy reports. 5. Superconducting fabrication of neural dendrites. Alteration of bioelectrical nerve transduction to shielded electronic transduction. 300% increase in subject reflexes. Anecdotal evidence of marked increase in intelligence, memory, and creativity. Risk: significant instances of Parkinson's disease and Fletcher's syndrome. End file. Press Enter to open linked attachments. Dr. Halsey closed the file. She erased all traces of it, sent Deja to track the file pathway all the way back to Hopeful and destroy Admiral Jeremiah's notes and files relative to this incident. She removed her glasses and pinched the bridge of her nose. "I'm sorry," Deja said. "I too had hoped there would be some new process to lower the risks." Dr. Halsey sighed. "I have doubts, Deja. I thought the reasons so compelling when we first started Project Spartan. Now, I just don't know. I have been over the ONI projections of outer colony stability 3 times, Doctor. Their conclusion is correct. Massive rebellion within 20 years unless drastic military action is taken. And you know the drastic military action the brass would like. The Spartans are our only option to avoid overwhelming civilian losses. They will be the perfect pinpoint strike force. They can prevent a civil war. Only if they survive to fulfill that mission," Dr. Halsey countered. "We should delay the procedures. More research needs to be done. We could use the time to work on Mjolnir. We need time to—" "There is another reason to proceed expeditiously," Deja said. "Although I am loath to bring this to your attention, I must. If the Office of Naval Intelligence detects a delay in their prized project, you will likely be replaced by someone who harbors fewer doubts. And regrettably for the children, most likely someone less qualified." "I hate this." Dr. Halsey got up and strode to the fire exit. "And sometimes, Deja, I hate you too." She left the observation room. Mendez was waiting for her in the hallway. "Walk with me, Chief," she said. He followed without a word as they took the stairs to the pre-op wing of the hospital. They entered room 117. John lay in bed and an IV drip was attached to his arm. His head had been shaved and incision vectors had been lasered onto his entire body. Despite these indignities, Dr. Halsey marveled at what a spectacular physical specimen he had grown into. 14 years old, and he had the body of an 18-year-old Olympic athlete, and a mind the equal of any Naval Academy honors graduate. Dr. Halsey forced the best smile she could muster. "How are you feeling?" "I'm fine, ma'am," John replied groggily. "The nurse said the sedation would take effect soon. I'm fighting it to see how long I can stay awake." His eyelids fluttered. "It's not easy." John spotted Mendez and he struggled to sit up and salute, but failed. "I know this is one of the chief's exercises, but I don't know what the twist is. Can you tell me, Dr. Halsey? Just this time? How do I win?" Mendez looked away. Dr. Halsey leaned closer to John as he closed his eyes and started to breathe deeply. "I'll tell you how to win, John," she whispered. "You have to survive." How long is chapter 7? That was a short-ass chapter. And chapter 7... I'm gonna make you wait. We had multiple long-ass videos previously, so we're gonna have a real short one this time. I know. The book is great. The book is amazing. It's wonderful. Maybe if I didn't stutter so damn much, and I knew how to fucking read, this wouldn't be so hard. But yeah, still working on the Halo video. I've said that a million times. Stay tuned. I'm slow. Thanks for watching. This is fun. It's been really fun being able to make content and actually do stuff. Trying to work on more stuff. And yeah, please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you want me to change, what you want me to keep. If you want me to explode, tell me that. Yeah. Anyway, I'll probably be playing Halo Reach pretty soon. So, go over to Zabrumafoo and check me out there. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.